Colwyn Bay finished second in the table with a win today. Great result and a home tie in the semi-final on Thursday, Dave. You must be delighted.
Yeah, we are. We said obviously in the dressing room before the game, it's difficult with all the sort of connotations that could have turned out, but we knew that we needed to take care of business. If we won the game, ultimately we would play a home game in the semi-final and a home game in the final with the sort of predicament FC United were in with not being able to play at Bury or Stalybridge. So we've done what we asked. We have the bonus now of we've finished second. So in terms of achievement, yeah, brilliant. The lads have done fantastic. And to finish runners up, similarly like we did last year. Finishing the playoffs similarly like we did last year is brilliant. To get runners up, fantastic. But again, just sitting there, well aware of what's in front of us. Been in both situations where obviously lost in the semi-final to Newcastle, although I was injured and didn't play. I had the sort of elation of winning through the playoffs. So it's not a place for losers. So we need to make sure now we'll prepare properly. We'll get together on Wednesday. We played against North Ferriby, who, in fairness here, were the best side we've played. So we know it's going to be a tough game, but we feel we can compete like we have with everybody, and it'll be who performs best on the night. Hopefully we'll find a way to win, which will put us sort of one step away from where we want to be. Yeah,
your first season as manager, at the start of the season you couldn't have hoped for this, could you?
No, like I say, at the start you're more sort of concerned about getting a side together and like I say, everyone's expectations were to consolidate. Obviously, for me, in my first job, it's important that you get off on the right foot, and ultimately you're trying to gain a reputation for yourself. And hopefully we've done that. To get ourselves in the situation we have, it is fantastic. The lads have been brilliant. They've been really consistent in terms of. I think we've only lost 2 league games on the spin all season, which is fantastic. Normally, like you say, someone will go through a run where you struggle to win. Thankfully, we've not done that. Hopefully now, like I say, we have a week left. I said to them in there, it's a massive week, not only for them as individuals, for myself, Colin, as a sort of management team, but also for the football club. I think before some of the games last year, Youngie said lads had an opportunity to sort of note themselves down in history of this football club by getting promoted. In terms of position, finishing second, finishing runners up in this division is the highest I think the club's ever finished. So you know, they've got to be proud of that, and I think obviously fans appreciate that. But now it's really sort of professional heads on, and ultimately we've finished in a good position. But Lancaster finished second last year, and the playoffs can be cruel, so we need to make sure we're on our game and putting in 2 more 90-minute performances, hopefully.
Yeah, you've got a great team spirit in the dressing room now.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic group. It's difficult, especially at non-league level. It's obviously new to me. It's even in terms of playing over the last sort of 2 years. You're used to pretty much in a professional setup having the same group of lads all the time. In non-league environment, it's a little bit different, and there's lots of chopping and changing in terms of personnel. We've tried to go away from that. We've tried to keep the same group of lads together for the whole season. Ultimately, to do that, I can only pick 11. I can only pick 16 players. The lads have been brilliant. Lads who have been left out for one reason or another haven't sort of tossed it off for another better way of putting it, or got their heads down. They've got on with it. They're a great bunch. They've been a pleasure to work with. We've tried to make it as enjoyable as possible, and hopefully they've sort of benefited from that. Like I said at the start of the season, ultimately this year for us was about learning in terms of what we do, but in terms of them, it was about improving them. We believe a lot of them can go on and play at a higher level. It's entirely up to them now. We give them a platform. We're asking some of them to travel quite long distances to sort of play and give them a stage to hopefully go and show what they can do. I've no doubt a lot of them can play higher, and it's about them learning and taking things on board. But both Colin and myself are fortunate enough to play professionally, play at a high level. I've no doubt a lot of them can do it, but it is about doing the right things and keeping doing the right things. So hopefully they've learned that a little bit. Now we need to just go and finish the season off, and we're sort of inches away, if you like.
Yeah, you rested 1 or 2, but everybody's okay for Thursday.
Yeah, everyone's fine. Obviously we just need to look at a bigger picture. We're in a fortunate situation where we could sort of leave Jimmy and leave Noobs on the bench to start with. Again, in an ideal world, you'd like to go on 2 or 3 up at half time, so I could have rested a few more, but it sort of wasn't to be. We knew it wasn't really going to be like that. Now lads need to look after themselves, do things properly, enjoy tonight, because you don't achieve an awful lot. Like I said, there's more losers than there are winners in football. So enjoy tonight, and then switch on Wednesday, ready to turn up on Thursday and put another big, massive shift in. Again, Mike, we just left him out. I could have had him on the bench, but I didn't want the sort of temptation, if you like, of sticking him on. So we left him completely. He'll be fine. He's no problem whatsoever.
That's great. All the best for Thursday, mate.
Cheers, Tim.